So obviously when we're in the gym, we're getting to train with some of the best guys at our respective positions. And that's the other thing. You get to look to the left of you, like, oh, that guy's starting left tackle. That's a starting left guard. That's a starting center. He's played for 10 years, XYZ. You're Mount Rushmore of guys. And I know you alluded to this earlier when you were talking about contract negotiations, pointing out to the Cardinals, like, hey, turn on this guy's film, turn on that guy's film. Who are a couple offensive linemen that you turn on their film and you're like, that's a guy I want to model my game after, or that's a guy that I admire the way he plays? Current, former, whatever. Yeah, whatever you want. However you want to take it.
I'm not a crazy historian when it comes to offensive linemen because I've only been an offensive lineman for the last 15 years, I'll say. 15 years.
You're getting, hey, now you I remember when I first got here, you were the young guy. Now all of a sudden it's like double-digit years in the league.
That's crazy.
So wait. Yeah, I'll let you go ahead.
But what was I saying? I'm sorry, I lost it.
Who are like the guys you were like, you haven't been playing?
So let's see. If I had to say my Mount Rushmore, I'm going Trent, obviously.
I knew you were going to go Trent right away because we've talked about Trent. And he's like a guy that, like, it's almost even hard to mimic your game after. But the one thing I will say, I feel like I see you do that Trent does well is the run game. Like, you guys come flying off the ball.
Yeah, Trent is a dog in that run game.
And I feel like that's the one thing I see in your game too. Like when you come off the ball, you're humming.
I'm trying to get there.
Especially on that pin and pull when you guys are pulling out and have linebackers and DBs in space. You're trying to KO.
Go. Yeah, I'm trying to get on ESPN every time. Every time I hit that corner, I'm trying to get on ESPN. So yeah, my Mount Rushmore, I'm going Trent, Tyron, Joe Thomas.
I like that. That's good 3. We don't need to put more than 5 on there. I think Tyron's probably the most technically sound. Would you say?
I'm gonna tell you who I like a lot. Like, I want to put Jason Peters is like the first tackle that I really knew and watched like, as a kid. Yeah, you know what I mean, as a kid. But that like LT, Laramie.
Yeah. Oh, Tunsil. Hey. You might have to have a feed off. You might have to have a feed off with
that boy. Sweet, he got it. I ain't gonna lie.
His feet is crazy, and you know what he does so well? He stays so square to the line of scrimmage while he sets.
And every time he take a set, I told him I said, bro, can you act like it's hard one time? Like I'm watching you and you like chilling. Like this is not a tough. You're not having a tough time. I'm watching you take these sets like cruising and just doing the same thing over and over again. Like so, I'm adding him in there. Like he's a future.
He's more like he's coming up the ranks right now. He's working up the left tackle. You guys have a group chat or something? Do all these left tackles have a group chat?
We don't. We all like each other. I will say, I don't know one left tackle. I haven't met one left tackle across the league that I didn't like. Like I've just met him and didn't like him.
Is it like quarterbacks where you guys go and dap each other up after the game? Like, hey, there's only like 32 of us in the league. The right tackles are even in their own category. It's like, hey, we know what we got to go through.
Even still, like those two, I'm going to see the starting left tackle and right tackle at the end of the game, whether I know them or not. Like if I'm watching them, you know, I'm watching it on. So whether I know them or not, if they play, I'm going to holler at them. Like I'm going to talk to them.
Well, you know, your boy was playing left tackle this year, so you know.
Hey, I see.
I was gonna get that left tackle group chat invite. That's what I was hoping for.
Get my boy. I get your honorable mention. We get you in there, bro. We get you in there. I
appreciate it.
I think to go back to what we were saying, though, I think that I don't know if anybody's ever said this. So I want to be the first person to say it. I think that Laramie is like a blend of Tyron and Trent.
Like has unbelievable athleticism, but also his technique is on point.
Yes.
Because and I'll say this, like just from watching Trent's technique, no one can do what Trent does.
You can't do that. You can't even watch it.
Trent is this God-given ability. I mean, and what he can do. He was put on planet Earth to just move men against their will. Yeah, 100%.
Like I'm watching Tyron that to admire.
And Tyron has like the perfect technique. Like he's perfect sets, hand punch.
Yes.
But to have a combination, that's scary.
I think that's the best way to describe. But I think he'll mix of those two. I like that.
All right, I like that a lot.